Hey, there's a new Wicked movie. Is it good?
And now, our feature presentation.
So I really liked the first Wicked movie. Heck, I love it. It's got a problem, sure, but the stuff that worked really worked for me. This is how you adapt a musical to the big screen. A musical that, I'll admit, I'm mostly impartial to. Needless to say, I went into Wicked for Good with some high expectations, and my expectations were met. Mostly.
Still going.
A lot of what made the first one work so well are still here. Performances are great, the music is great, for the most part, and it adds much more depth to the story and characters. The problem is the source material it's adapting is not very good. If you were to ask most Wicked fans, they would tell you that Act 2 is much weaker than the first. So while this one improves on a lot of the stuff, it's burdened with still having to adapt a weaker story. The pacing in both versions is just not really strong. You're bombarded with a lot of information right out of the gate. Things move at a very rushed speed, oftentimes leaving very little room to breathe in the first 2/3. And it doesn't help that most of the songs for the first half just aren't that good. Which is a shame because the first one just had banger after banger. But here, things really don't get good until As Long As You're Mine. There's also 2 new songs which, I'm sorry, they're performed well, but the lyrics are just flat out bad. However, once you get to the second half, that's where the good stuff is. I mean, no good deed for good.
It was perfect. Perfect.
It also helps that the pacing slows down and it really allows the emotional moments to hit. But I know what you're really here for. You're here for them. I'm happy to report that Ariana and Cynthia are just as good as they were the first time around. Grande in particular really shines here. She's mostly comedic relief in the first one, but here she really gets to flex her dramatic chops. A lot of people are saying that she's a lock for Best Supporting Actress, and after seeing the movie, yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. But that's not to say that Cynthia is any less amazing. She too gets a lot of great moments to shine. Honestly, everyone for the most part is given a lot more to do in this one, except for Michelle Yeoh, who is so talented but really is given very little to work with. It also doesn't help that she's really not a singer.
Barbie doll is Dorothy and her friend dolls from The Wizard of Oz, each sold separately.
Wicked for Good isn't nearly as good as the first, but for what John M. Chu had to work with, I think his additions help fix some of the original's faults, but not enough to improve the picture as a whole. You still got a lot of great performances, visually the movie looks a lot better than the previous, and when you get to those big songs in the second half, things really do start to pick up, and by the end, I enjoyed myself. Really, if you love the first one, you probably will have another good time with this, but if the story or this version of Wicked didn't really do anything for you the first time around, then I don't really think there's anything here to get you to the theater. But I'm still gonna give For Good 4 out of 5.
Original Wizard of Oz on video cassette with the songs everybody loves. The witch everybody hates. And for just $29.95.